you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome back to another weekly vlog. I'm very excited to be starting another vlog, and really this is like the start of my month vlogs because I didn't want to start my video in the middle of the week on Thursday, which was the first of the month. And then I started like a weekend vlog and I didn't really do anything, so it wasn't very exciting. So I did do some reading over the past weekend that you guys didn't see on a vlog, but stay tuned for my wrap up to see that information. But now I'm actually going to start my October TBR with you guys. I do have a ton of books to read, so hopefully this month is super productive. Not this month, well, yes. Hopefully this week is super productive and I can actually get some reading done. I can tell you what I'm currently in the middle of, and that is Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth. I love this series. I love the series so much. And I really do need audiobooks to get through this month because I have a ton of books to read, but I'm just not loving the audiobook of this one, so it's making it a little bit less exciting to read. They really youngified, is that a word? Youngified the voices in here. And seeing as I read the first 3 books in the series physically and I never listened to the audiobooks, it's taking me a little bit of time to adjust to the way that the narration is done in these audiobooks. So I am enjoying the story so far. It's just the audiobook is kind of throwing me off. I'm currently on page 108, so I have about 200-ish pages to go, and hopefully I can finish this one soon. I'm hoping maybe today I can get that one done. And then I do have some audiobooks still hanging out through my library, so I do need to get to those ones. I have Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard through my library right now. I have The In-Between through my library. I also have Cemetery Boys through my library right now. What else? I think those are the only ones that I have out through the library, but I also have the audiobook for the Marionettes on my Audible account, so I can listen to that one. And then on Hoopla, there's these 2 that are available, so I have tons of options for what I can read this week. I just don't exactly know what I'm feeling. I definitely need to tackle the ones in my library since my holds are going to end very soon, but that's kind of my thoughts and my plans for the rest of the week. I'm going to just do my best, read a whole bunch of books. I don't have a lot of plans this week, so it's probably going to be a very chill, relaxed vlog, but I will take you along for the ride, and hopefully everything goes well. Good afternoon, friends. I hope that you're doing well. I just wanted to come on here and give you an update on my reading. I was able to finish Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth today when I was at work. I was just listening to the audiobook while I worked today, and I did get this done. I was able to kind of reacclimate myself to the audiobook for the remainder of my reading experience, and I did really enjoy it. I ended up giving it a 4-star. I love this series. This is a reread for me. I think I mentioned that earlier. This is a series from my childhood, so it definitely brings back like nostalgic memories. I used to read these with my sisters, and we would just have a blast talking about these and, you know, putting our theories in about, you know, the prophecy and all that fun stuff. So it just definitely brings back a lot of memories, and I really enjoyed my reread of this. I love Annabeth as a character, and the growth between her and Percy's relationship, even though it kind of takes a backseat to the plot, which is totally, you know, understandable when it comes to a middle grade fantasy. So I'm enjoying it. I really love Rick Riordan's writing. It's just so immersive and it pulls you right in. Really enjoyed that. And then I decided to pick up another middle grade, back-to-back middle grades, and right now I'm reading The In-Between. This is by Rebecca K.S. Ansari, and I'm only 41 pages into this one. I just started on my way home from work, and so far I'm really enjoying it. This definitely reads like a YA. I keep having to think this is a middle grade, right? Like, how old are these children? Because the writing style just seems a little bit older. Right now this one follows Cooper's perspective, and he's kind of like a jaded young middle school student. His father has recently left their family and started a new family with a new wife, and he's about to have they're about to have their first kid, and he's just really upset with his father and his life, and he's really closed off from the world because he doesn't want her anymore. And so you're definitely getting his perspective, and he's very just hurt and jaded. But this is a mystery book. It follows a mystery of a train crash that happened almost a century ago, and during that train crash there was a little boy that was found passed away, but nobody identified this little boy, so nobody ever knew who his parents were, and so it's been a mystery that people have been trying to solve for a century, and they seem to have a connection to the crest that was on this little boy's jacket. Based off of the creepy girl that lives next door, the crest that she wears on her jacket is the same one, and so you're kind of seeing that come together in the first 40 pages, and it's just interesting so far. There's already some creepy, ominous vibes going on with this little girl next door. She kind of gives me ghostly vibes because one minute she's there, the next minute she's not. So it's been kind of interesting. I'm really excited for this one. It's reading really quickly. I like the writing style so far. I'm liking the audiobook narration. So 10 out of 10 so far. Excited to get more of that read. I might film my wrap up, film some TikToks, and then I'm gonna relax for the rest of the night. So I will check in with you guys when I have some more reading updates. Hi friends, I just wanted to come on here and give you an update. I left my book at work, so I don't have the physical book with me, but I am still reading the In-Between. I forget, Rebecca S.A. and Sorry or something like that, S.K., something like that. This is a middle grade mystery, and I am really, really enjoying it. I'm about 80% of the way through. I have about an hour left of the audiobook, and I am enjoying it so much. It has very creepy, ominous vibes. It's perfect for the fall time. I think that it was so well done. I will say the only thing that takes me out of the story a little bit is the writing style. It's written very much like an older, it reads like YA, even though these kids are young, like 12-year-olds, 10, 12-year-olds. It just reads like it's an adult or YA novel, like the language and the words used. But other than that, I'm really enjoying it. I think the mystery is very interesting. I will say that the big spoiler at the end, I guessed it about halfway through, but I was still surprised by the way that it was done and how it was handled, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm hoping to finish that tonight while I pack. And when I say pack, I mean that shit, because surprise, we're moving. This is now turning into a reading/moving vlog because we get the keys in about 2.5 weeks and nothing is packed. Literally not a damn thing. So that's gonna be my plan for the rest of these weeks coming up all the way into November. And I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride, so I hope that you guys enjoy the moving content. But I'm about to make dinner, so I'm gonna go and I will give you guys an update when I have some more to say. But until then, I'll talk to you then.
2 a.m. in the car playing our favorite song. Turn it up, windows down, we sing along. The summer night has just begun. The moon is bright, let's have some fun. Oh, this is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. Calling sick in the morning, baby, don't leave. They don't need to know we're out here wild and free. They say we're crazy, it's too much. And yeah, we're crazy, deep in love. Oh, this is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. Oh, this is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight
Okay, I just wanted to give you an update on how the packing is going. These are all books. 10 boxes of books already packed. But there is a ton more. I wish that this is all it was, but alas, that is not the case. So, I did refill my bookshelves. I took off all of the books that I had read off of this shelf, and I packed those ones. These ones are all unread books, but I did put up a rainbow shelf again, just so that I can film in front of these for the next couple of weeks before we move. But I did pack most of the books that were on my top shelf TBR cart. The middle one was like unhaul books, and the bottom was these books will self-destruct in 12 months. So those ones are all taken care of. These are my TBR for this month, so these ones are staying. I need to organize the middle section, and then the bottom ones are books I'm going to unhaul, so those ones are going to go before we move. And then this is what the bedroom is looking like. As you can see, my cube shelf, which is usually filled to the brim, is completely empty, and I moved all the rest of the books that I still have left to pack on this skinny shelf. It is double stacked for the most part, but I just wanted to have like a clean shelf so I could see some type of accomplishment here with all of those books in boxes, and yet I still have full shelves and everything like that. So that was my middle ground. So tomorrow I'm hoping to pick up some more small boxes so I can get the rest of these packed away, and then the only ones I'll have left to pack would be the ones that are in the other room that are on my filming shelf. And then as for reading, I didn't do any audiobook listening, honestly. I got right into it and then forgot to put on an audiobook, so I didn't get to finish the in-between, so I'll finish that one up tomorrow, and then I'll probably get started on like Red Queen or Cemetery Boys, one of those two, since I have those ones on audiobook from the library. But that's my update in regards to packing. Tomorrow, I have like 2 medium boxes that I'm going to start packing, like some clothes and some like trinkets and things and stuff that is like laying around that we don't need out and about. I want to pack underneath the bathroom sinks to get those ones all finished up. And then everything else is just like the little stuff that needs to get packed. And the kitchen stuff is going to be the biggest section of things that we have to pack, but we can't really do that like right this second, seeing as we use the kitchen every day. So I'm a little stressed with all the stuff that I still have to get done, but I have more time than I think. I like to get things done ASAP, and that never really happens when it comes to packing. So, yeah, I'm just gonna finish cleaning up some of my messes that I made while packing up the boxes, and then tomorrow we will do some more packing. So, I'm sorry if this is not the content that you want to see, seeing as this was supposed to be a reading vlog and it's turned majorly into a packing vlog, a moving vlog, but 'tis life. We gotta roll with the punches, so I'm going to keep you guys as updated as I can, and I will talk to you guys soon. Good morning, friends. I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to come on here and give you a reading update. I finally have some reading that I can update on. I finished the in-between yesterday on my way to work, and I loved this middle grade so much. I thought it was so cute. I thought it was so well done. I really, really, really loved it. I thought that it had some really awesome conversations in here about self-confidence and learning to move past your parents' decisions, and coming into your own, and friendship, and what it means to be like a good sibling. And it was a fantastic middle grade. I loved it. It made me cry several times. It really just touched a like special part in my heart. I will say that there is trigger warnings in here, as much as middle grades can have trigger warnings for abandonment of a parent. So it's talked about quite a lot in this instance. And yeah, the way that the main character felt, and his anger, and the sadness that he had towards his parents' decisions really resonated with me, and it brought me a lot of joy to watch this unfold and see how much he came into his own and really learn to move past all of that. And it was just so beautifully well done. I really, really enjoyed it. I gave it a 5-star. I would definitely reread it. I would definitely recommend it. It might be up there, one of my favorite middle grades that I've ever read. Really, really enjoyed it. And then I started reading Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas. I am currently on page 41. I don't know, this feels long. And I don't want to say anything bad about this book because I know that so many people love it, and I haven't really given myself a chance to love it just yet. But I don't know, something about the writing style is not my favorite, but I'm still going to give it 100% another go. I want to get at least halfway through it before I decide, because I've heard such good things and I really want to love this. I'm hoping that maybe it gets a little bit more into the meat and potatoes of this book. I mean, I know I'm only 40 pages in, but I don't know. I think I was just, when I go into like thrillery type books, spooky type books, I expect it to be fast paced, and we're still kind of like stuck in the middle. I mean, stuck at the beginning, you know? So I don't know. It's just how I'm feeling. I'm not saying that I don't like it. I'm just saying that I'm struggling with it. So but I do really need to finish that one today so that I can start on Set Fire to the Gods, because I'm almost out of my audiobook for this. So I really need to get started on that one. But that's kind of my plan. I've been meaning to like pop in an audiobook while I pack, but I haven't really gotten around to doing that. But since I'm talking about packing, let me show you what I've done. I'm excited about it, but now we have boxes everywhere. So, you know, it's a lose, win, win, lose situation. Does that make sense? I don't know. Let's show you.
So these are now all of the book boxes. So I had, let me see, 3, 6. So I had 12 to begin with. Oh, no, I had 10 to begin with yesterday, and then I packed more, so now I think I have 15 book boxes. I decided to go with the small boxes just so that they were easier to carry, they weren't too heavy, and we are moving to a 2-story, so it's going to go upstairs, so I didn't want to have to struggle pulling these books upstairs, but that's all of the books. Let me show you the progress I made in the bedroom. Well, actually, before that, I cleaned out this table. It used to be filled with all of, like, my bullet journaling stuff, my arts and crafts stuff. All of that stuff was in here, plus, you know, paperwork and stuff that I didn't really need to be keeping around, but that's all cleared out now, and the bottom is also cleared out, so we're making some progress. I also cleaned out this cart. There's nothing on it anymore. It's completely empty, and this cart is now better. This was filled with, like, arts and crafts and stuff, and down here is still my unhaul pile, so once I film that video, then this will be clear as well, but we're getting there. And now this is what the bedroom looks like. Obviously, you've seen the cubes is completely empty, but now this shelf is also empty. I just have a few of my, like, young kid books, children's books, picture books right there. I do have some books up at the top, but I don't think I'm going to be keeping these ones. I'm going to give those to my family members or friends or whatever, or I'm going to unhaul them just because I don't ever reach for them. So, but everything else is completely empty. I have one more self-help book there on the floor that I just never got up there, but we're getting there. Tonight, I think I'm going to tackle my vanity. Don't mind my hair and my slippers. It's quite a mess, but I'm going to tackle my vanity, get rid of the stuff that I don't need out every single day. And then I also need to tackle my closet. All right, this is judgment-free zone, but this is what my closet looks like. It's currently a mess. Isaac went through and took off most of his clothes, so that's what all these hangers are here for, but everything else is just like a hot mess and a half. Isaac has most of his clothes gone. I haven't even touched my clothes, so I do need to get going on that, and then I have to go through, like, my old wigs and stuff and figure out what I'm going to keep. I have bathing suits and all that jazz up there, so all of this stuff needs to get taken care of.
I'm tired. I don't want to do any of it, but it needs to get done. So that's kind of where we're at with the packing situation. I need to get ready for work, but I don't really want to go. I'm just so tired. I think that packing and everything is really taking a lot out of my emotional state. So I've just, like, been feeling super drained and super tired, but it's got to get done. So I'm going to get ready to go to work. I'm going to pack my lunch right now, and I will give you an update on my reading when I get home. Hopefully I read a good portion of Cemetery Boys today because I really need to get that done. So that's my plan for the day. I will talk to you all in a little bit. Hi friends, I am just coming on here to give you an update. I apologize if the audio for this clip is going to be a little bit weird, but I figured I would update you while I pack. So I'm just kind of going through my closet and pulling the stuff that I don't necessarily need today or for the next 2 weeks. We all know that we have those clothes that sit in our closet that absolutely never get worn, but we refuse to throw them away. So I'm also going to do some decluttering today and figure out things I just don't want to keep any longer. But I figured I would update you on my reading while I do that. So I have continued today to read Cemetery Boys. Yeah. Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas, and I am enjoying it a lot more than I was this morning. I think this morning I was really struggling with the actual writing style. Whew, that was tough. I was struggling with the actual writing style of the story because it was taking a little bit longer for us to get into the meat and potatoes of what the story was about, and I was struggling a little bit. But now that we're, like, in it and we have met some of the more main characters and we're starting to get a feel of their personalities and everything like that, I'm starting to enjoy it a lot more. I like Yadriel and I want to say Julian, but they call him Julian, I believe, if I'm not saying that incorrectly. And I like them as characters. I also really like Maritza. I think that she's a really fun side character. I really enjoy her stances on, like, veganism and all that fun stuff, especially when it comes to a witchy, magical fantasy standpoint. I like seeing that in a book, which is really fun. So I am enjoying it. I like Julian's, I'm just going to say Julian because it's going to be too hard to pronounce it in the standard Mexican pronunciation, but I really like him as a character. I think that he has a lot of layers, and I'm really excited to see where Aidan Thomas goes with that and where he's going to take the story a little bit further, and so I'm really excited for that. And so yeah, I'm enjoying it. I haven't read any more or any other books. I'm just focusing on that one right now. So I'm enjoying it. I'm thinking it's going to be around a 4 or 5 star, depending on how the ending goes. Although I have a couple of predictions about the twist for this book, so we'll see if I I'm right or wrong. I quickly wanted to show off this dress. This is a gorgeous strapless, is it strapless? Yeah, strapless dress that I picked up from Windsor. It is like this long, flowy dress. It has like a crinoline on the inside. It has pockets. I literally bought this, I kid you not, for $10 at Windsor on the sale rack. So if you guys are ever looking for something to wear to like a special event, a wedding, anything along those lines, and you need a really nice formal dress, check out Windsor's sale rack because they have a lot of good stuff in there. I found that out when I was looking for a dress to wear to a renewal of vows wedding ceremony. I also picked up this dress. It's basically the same type of style, although this one has like a little bit of a higher front and a bit of a train and a nice like slingy back, and this one has straps. But again, this one has pockets, and I got this one for $10 as well. So just a little clothing hack in case you were curious. But yeah, so anyways, updates on the books. I'm liking it so far. I do really want to start reading Set Fire to the Gods. Oh, that was covered in dust. I'm gonna sneeze. I want to read Set Fire to the Gods soon, so hopefully I can get around to that one like ASAP. And I can finish. Ooh, that thing needs to be cleaned. What is on this? I have never worn this dress, and it has like stains all over the front. Where did this come from? Might have to send this to the dry cleaners after we get it all packed away. I hope it's not like mold or something. That's really not good. It's been sitting in the back of my closet for a good while, so let's hope that it's nothing bad. But anyways, I forgot what I was saying. I want to read Set Fire to the Gods. I'm gonna pack this stuff up. I will bring you guys along for the journey if I can. I'm tired of packing already, and we're only 3 days in. Send help. Thanks. I decided to take you guys kind of like along the time lapse of me packing. This is kind of a weird angle because I kind of want to get all the clothes in there, but I was just looking at this dress, and I kid you not, I've had this dress since I was in high school, and I have been out of high school 6 years. I think it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye to this one. I don't need it. But it's crazy how long you hold on to things, like thinking that you're going to keep them forever. And then you realize that you don't wear them. They just sit in your closet totally unloved and unwanted for years. So let's just pretend like we didn't see that, okay?
I don't wanna go. This is everything with you right next to me. So alive, and tonight I'm thinking that I don't wanna go. Oh my child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad in.
Hi friends, I just wanted to come on here and give you an update. I finished a book. Finally! I finished Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas, and I ended up really enjoying this one. I thought that it was so cute and so well done. I know at the beginning I wasn't really loving the writing style, but it really just swooped in and changed the game. Honestly, I really enjoyed the plot. I loved the characters. I loved Yadriel and Julian and Maritza. I loved their trio of togetherness. That was just so fun to watch. I love how the love story played out and how well the two characters played off of each other and balanced each other out. I just thought it was super cute. I love how much Julian was really pushing to make Yadriel step outside of his comfort zone and understand who he was and be okay with people not always accepting who he is, but knowing that he's enough on his own without any other validation from anybody else. Loved it. I thought that the actual supernatural paranormal aspects of this book was really fun. I will say that I did guess the twist, not as early on as I thought, but towards the end when things started to click into place, I kind of knew what happened, and I wasn't wrong. But that didn't take away from the story at all. I think that it was just fun to see how the author made it work with the scenario. But I did really enjoy it. I ended up giving it a 4-star on Storygraph. I gave it a 4.5. Really enjoyed it. Aidan Thomas did a great job at making this feel real while having a ton of representation, talking a lot about transitioning and the use of dead names and why it's so harmful, pronouns. It was wonderfully well done. Really enjoyed it. And then I started Set Fire to the Gods by Sarah Rosh and Kristen Simmons. I'm supposed to be buddy reading this with a friend, and I only have 4 days left on the audiobook. So my husband just calculated it for me. I have 106 pages that I need to read every day. So I'm currently on page 19. No, yes, 19. Not even close to finishing my pages for the day, but I was trying to listen to this one on the way home, and I was having a hard time like grasping the story and the characters, and this is the beginning of a fantasy duology, I believe, or maybe it's a series, but it's a lot of world building, and I just wasn't quite grasping the full extent of the knowledge that I was supposed to understand. So I went back to where I had left off when I was listening to it on my lunch, and I decided to pick this one up physically until I can get a grasp on the world, and then I'll pick it back up on audiobook. So that is my thoughts for the time being. I'm going to maybe get some I'm gonna get some packing done tonight. Hopefully get some reading done. I have a video to edit, a video to film. Lots of stuff. So I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. All your life you've tried to be a good man.
Good morning, friends. I just wanted to come on here and give you a quick update. I'm just about to head off to work, but I wanted to give you an update on the moving situation, and then I'm going to close out this vlog in regards to what I was able to read this week. Surprisingly, I was able to do quite a lot more than I thought that I was going to with my reading, seeing as my life is thrown into absolute chaos. But I will wrap that up in just a second. But let's take a look at the packing process. And I will say I'm very proud of the packing situation. We definitely got a lot of stuff done, so let's talk about it. So this bear, my husband got it for me like 5 Christmases ago, and it's been sitting in our closet for forever. Since we cleaned out our closet, it's staying there, and it's driving me nuts. But this is the box situation over here. Most of these boxes are books. I think it was 18 boxes of books, and then this stuff is like my book stuff that goes on my bookshelves, some of my vanity, my makeup, all of that is packed in here. So that's a majority of like the book room stuff, especially seeing as my vanity is actually going to go into the book room. So there's that. We have some donate clothes that we unhauled from our closets. This is all of my Christmas and spring and fall decorations are in there. We have a few more boxes here. The house is a literal mess. Everything is a mess. The kitchen's a mess. I did take down my pictures that are up on the walls. This is empty. Y'all, I have never seen this so empty in my life, and I'm kind of upset about it. It's making me sad, but it's okay. These are the unhaul books that this video will go up soon. Of the books I'm unhauling. I still have the books on my TBR cart and the books that I've read this month down here, because obviously I still need to read them, and then I need to do a wrap up, and I don't want to lose those. Then we have this full box of stuff from the living room. I think the last time I showed you the closet, it was a mess, and now we have boxes lined up here. This is Isaac's clothes, and then this is my clothes. Everything else is just blank hangers back there. I still need to figure out the stuff up here, but we'll get there. I also need to clean out this situation, but again, we'll get there. And not much progress has happened over here, other than the fact that this is just like my everyday makeup stuff that's in these drawers, and then every other drawer is empty. So except for this drawer, I have some like miscellaneous shit down here. And then the makeup bag that I'm going to use to pack my everyday makeup to take to the house with me. So that's that. And then again, everything else is empty. Bookshelves are empty. I still need to clean out my bedside table. This was beside my bookshelf down here. That plant that I need to put away, but it's so dusty that I'm afraid to do it. And then the only other place that we've cleaned is the bathrooms. So it's really just this one. It's pretty much empty. We have a few things that didn't fit in boxes, but that's pretty much it. We did the kitchen sinks as well.
that one still has stuff in it because we still need to use stuff during the week. So that's pretty much it, y'all.
I would say that for a full week of packing, it's not too bad. We definitely got a lot of shit done. My grandma actually came over yesterday to help me pack, which was so helpful. She ended up helping me pack the rest of my bookshelves, my vanity, all of my book stuff. Like, she was so helpful. So thank you so much to my grandma for doing that for me. But let's go ahead and wrap up the reading portion of this video. I know that I didn't focus too much on reading just because my life kind of got taken over by packing, but I did get a good portion of books read this week. I don't remember if I finished this week, but I did read and finish Percy Jackson, The Battle of the Labyrinth. Right? Oh, I was making sure that I had the right book in my hand. The Battle of the Labyrinth. I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I love this series. It's one of my favorite series. Rereading it has been a blast. I'm finally glad that I picked it back up, seeing as it's been on my series that I need to finish since April of last year. So really glad that I'm almost done with this one. Only have one more to go. Then I finished The In-Between. This is by Rebecca K.S. Ansari, and I loved this middle grade book. I thought it was so cute, so well done, so wholesome, but also like creepy and eerie, and I really enjoyed it. It's probably one of my favorite middle grades that I've ever read. I gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. If you like a like creepy, mysterious, interesting middle grade like this, I think that you'll really enjoy it. I love the topics of parental abandonment and how it was handled, and the found family that was in this was really, really well done. I really liked the brother and sister relationship. It was just overall super well done. Really, really enjoyed it. Brought me to tears several times, so highly recommend this one. And then I finished Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas. I really enjoyed this one as well. I didn't really love the first like 40 or 50 pages, but once we got into the story, I really ended up loving it. I ended up giving this one a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. I thought the storyline was really interesting. I liked the love interests together. Yadriel and Julian was just amazing. I loved Maritza, the side character, and his cousin. And I just loved it. I think that the conversation about being trans and learning to fit into what your family wants for you, but also learning how to break out of that mold and being happy about who you are and figuring out how to be proud regardless of anybody else's validation. And I really, really, really loved that. I loved how strong all of the characters were in here. I loved the topics of like dead naming and how harmful that is to a trans individual. And I just loved the conversations in here. Aidan Thomas does a great job. Their writing was amazing. I really enjoyed it. We'll definitely read more from this author, although I haven't heard the best things about this author's other work. I forget what it's called, but it's a Peter Pan retelling, and I haven't heard the best things, but we'll see. And then the last book that I got progress on was Set Fire to the Gods by Sarah Rosh and Kristen Simmons. I am a good portion of the way through this. I am currently on page 271, and I need to finish this today. My audiobook goes back to the library today in like 12 hours, so I really need to finish it, but I'm only 155 pages away from the end, and so I'm going to be listening to the audiobook at work, and I don't think I'll have any problem finishing this one. I am enjoying this one. It's not my favorite fantasy that I've read. This is a very interesting book to try to sum up, so I'm just going to read you the synopsis. It says, Ash is descending from a long line of gladiators. She knows the brutal nature of war firsthand, but after her mother dies in the arena, she vows to take action against the fire god, whose temper has stripped her country of its resources. Maddox grew up fighting on the streets and pays his family's taxes. To pay his family's taxes. But he hides a dangerous secret. He doesn't have the earth god's power like his opponents. His elemental gift is something else, something that hasn't been seen in centuries. When an attempted revenge plot goes dangerously wrong, Ash inadvertently throws two gods into the conflict that is only settled by deadly, lavish gladiator games, landing Maddox directly in Ash's path. She realizes that his powers are the weapon that the rebellion needs, but Maddox won't jeopardize his family regardless of how intrigued he is by the beautiful warrior. But when the gods force Maddox's hand, he and Ash uncover an ancient war that will threaten more than one immortal, and it will unravel the world. So it's been an interesting experience so far. I think that the actual world building is interesting. It's just a lot, and I think this is a duology, so I'm really curious to see where this is going and how it's going to wrap up. 155 pages is still a lot of pages to do some really interesting things with this plot. Right now it's sitting at about a 3.5 star, but I'm enjoying it, so it's not bad. It's just not amazing, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. So that is my update for now. I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done in the next 2 weeks, but stay tuned for the rest of my vlogs to figure it out. I have a very stacked TBR still. I still have quite a few books on this TBR, so if you want to see me try to power through, feel free to continue to watch the rest of my vlogs, but that is the end of this video. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. I would love to hear your thoughts, but that is the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and of course leave any comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Thanks, baby. Turn it down.